Hello. Welcome, beautiful, beloved souls. My name is Gem, Jem, Gemstone, and I'm a psychic medium and an author. Sometimes on this channel, you will find PowerPoints, sometimes commentaries, and I don't fit any particular niche. I do a bit of everything from psychology, paranormal, supernatural, to self-help, even singing. This commentary is the future of human connection. Are we disorientated? You know, there's a strange thing happening right now, and most of us feel it, even if we don't have the language for it. We live in a world where we can reach thousands of people instantly. We can broadcast our thoughts, our breakfasts, our breakdowns, all with a tap. And yet, somehow, more people than ever are saying they feel alone. Not just lonely, alone. That's the paradox I want to dig into. Are we actually more connected or just more disorientated? Because something is shifting beneath our feet, not in a dramatic apocalyptic way, but in a subtle, quiet way that's easy to miss if you're not paying attention. We weren't built for this pace. Humans evolved in small tribes. Our nervous systems were wired for eye contact, for tone, for touch, for the subtle clues of being present with someone. Now, in 2025, nearly 2026, we're being asked to navigate a world where connection has been digitized, sped up, flattened into pixels and text bubbles. And there's this hidden cost. Our brains haven't caught up. So, instead of feeling connected, many of us feel overstimulated, scattered, and strangely hollow, like we're trying to drink water from a fire hose and still somehow end up feeling thirsty. The illusion of everyone is here with me. One of the most dangerous illusions of modern technology is proximity without presence. You can be surrounded by notifications, messages, comments, and yet feel like none of it actually lands. Because presence isn't about quantity, it's about quality. It's about being seen, not just watched. Most of us don't feel seen. We feel scrolled past. That's why so many creators, streamers, even influencers with millions of followers end up quietly saying, "Why doesn't it feel like no one really knows me?" It's because connection isn't measured by numbers, it's measured by resonance. Tech promises connection, but now, don't get me wrong, technology can create real, beautiful, life-changing connection. I've seen friendships form in comment sections. I've seen Support networks appear out of nowhere for people who've desperately needed them. But here's the disorientating part. Technology connects us horizontally, but not vertically. Horizontally means wide, fast, shallow. Vertically meaning slow, deep, meaningful. Most of the connection we get today feels like skipping stones across a lake. Lots of little ripples, but nothing that sinks in. And after years of saying this, people start thinking things like, I'm exhausted by being reachable all the time. I don't know who my real friends are anymore. I feel connected to everyone, but close to no one. That's not because we're broken. It's because our tools aren't designed for depth. AI companions, algorithms, and the new loneliness. Now, here's where things get really interesting and uncomfortable. People are turning to AI, artificial intelligence, for emotional connection. Not because they're weird, not because they're addicted to tech, but because AI listens without judgment. AI doesn't interrupt. AI doesn't get bored or change the subject. But here's the unsettling truth. When people start trusting machines more than humans, it's not a technology problem, it's a human problem. It means we're failing each other somewhere. It means compassion fatigue is real. It means people are craving gentleness, patience, and empathy, and they're not finding it in their daily lives. That's the new loneliness, being emotionally safer with an algorithm than with another human being. We're losing our people skills without realizing it. Another layer of disorientation is that our social instincts are being rewired. Everything is becoming shorter, faster, more transactional, more performative. Deep conversations feel awkward now. Silence becomes unbearable. Meeting someone new without checking their digital footprint feels reckless. We are becoming socially self-conscious in ways humans have never been before. And when you take away the ability to connect naturally, you don't just lose relationships, you lose parts of yourself. The rise of emotional misinformation. Here's something nobody talks about. Not all misinformation is factual. Some of it is emotional. People are performing emotions online. Outrage, grief, empathy, support. Because that's what gets engagement. And after a while, it gets hard to tell what's real. When you can't trust the emotional cues of others, connection becomes confusing, exhausting, even threatening. You start second-guessing people's sincerity. You start doubting your own instincts. And that creates a deep spiritual disorientation, a sense of being untethered. So, are we evolving or devolving? I don't think the answer is simple. We're evolving in our ability to share ideas, help strangers, and create global communities. But we are also devolving in our tolerance for discomfort, nuance, and slow emotional intimacy. We're gaining reach, but we're losing depth. And the scariest part? Most people don't even realize it's happening. What can we actually do about it? Here's the hopeful bit, because this isn't one of those tech's ruining the world rants. We can fix this, but we have to do it intentionally. Remember, I'm all about intent. So, here are 3 grounded things anyone can do. Number 1, slow down your connections. Have one real conversation instead of 5 quick, empty ones. Number 2, notice how you feel after interacting with someone. If you walk away drained, confused, or smaller, that's not connection. That's noise. Number 3, make space for presence. Even 1 hour a week of undistracted human connection can recalibrate your emotional compass. Final thought. We are not doomed. We're just disorientated. And like anyone who's disorientated, we don't need more noise or more options or more followers. We need anchors. We need clarity. We need slowness. We need each other. Because connection isn't disappearing. It's just harder to recognize in a world that moves too fast. And maybe that's the real message of this whole topic. If we want a future where humans feel connected, we have to start connecting like humans again. Thank you. I appreciate every one of you being here. I do. Please be kind, leave respectful comments, and take care of yourselves and each other. Love, light, and blessings. Bye.